And good morning to all of you super women out there and super people in general. I mean, it really feels like, in this day and age, everyone is kind of running on that treadmill like that song. And it's, and everyone is acting as nurturers, is acting as mothers, is sharing the load, which is a great thing in today's society. And so I'm gonna start with a joke, and let's see how this goes, okay? All right, so there's a second grade teacher teaching a science lesson. And she showed how a magnet can pick up some nails and how the magnet can pick up some little bits of iron. And then the kids went out and had recess and came back in. It was time for a quiz. And so she says to the class, "My name starts with M, and I pick up things. What am I?" And this kid in the front row very enthusiastically raises their hands, and what do you think he says? "You're a mother." Okay. So my name is Reverend Pam Gutierrez, Associate Minister here at Unity on the Bay, and I am a mother of 3 young adult children, and today we are celebrating Mother's Day, which is often painted as a Hallmark holiday, flowers, and we do brunch, right? It's a day that mom isn't expected to pick up or to cook. And did you know that the woman who started this movement to recognize Mother's Day as a holiday in 1907 actually tried to have it canceled towards the end of her life because of the commercialization of the day? It was really meant to be a day of honor. And so let's remember this deeper meaning of the day and shift our focus from the external celebrations to the powerful essence of motherhood within ourselves and in the world around us. The qualities that we associate with mothers are not limited to those of us who biologically gave birth. I'm honoring all types of mothers today. Here's to the second mothers to the kids in the neighborhood, to the grandmothers, the aunts, in fact, grandpa's uncles, cousins too, who step in for support, to pet moms, to the teachers, to the school counselors, the daycare workers, and our own youth and family ministry facilitators, to everyone of any gender who expresses unconditional love, unwavering support, unstoppable strength, understanding and patience, and uplifting inspiration. You are the you in the universal essence that is motherhood. It lives within everyone. And you live into motherhood when you express these qualities for youth, for yourself, or for anyone. You are the you in unconditional love. The divine is a force of both masculine and feminine energy. And the feminine aspect is also referred to as the mother principle. This mother principle embodies the qualities of unconditional love, nurturing, compassion, and creativity. So motherhood, in a broader sense, is more than a biological role. It's a reflection of the divine mother. A mother's love, often described as unconditional, offering support and acceptance regardless of circumstances. So this is seen as an extension of the divine love that is available to everyone. In fact, love is one of the 12 powers. It's an unchanging divine idea that are in everything and everyone. Not only are they in everything and everyone, they are everything and everyone. As in Acts chapter 17, verse 28, in him we live and move and have our being. God just is. And every divine idea or unchanging principle, quality, simply is. It means that you are love. And that love is in you and works through you. How can it not when it's what you are? And unconditional love isn't limited to mothers or romantic relationships. It's a universal principle that is you and everyone and everything. Charles Fillmore wrote, "Unconditional love is the only real love. It is the love of God that flows out to all creation without stint or measure." So the next quality we'll talk about is you are the you in unwavering support. A mother provides constant support, no matter the situation. This mother energy manifests in you whenever you are that 3 a.m. friend. You know, the one that someone can call when they're crying over a breakup or something big in life is just not letting them sleep. When you're that 3 a.m. friend, you're offering unwavering support. Unwavering support is also your internal compass. When you've listened to that still small voice and that inspiration is just keeping you going, you have your own unwavering support. You are mothering yourself in the divine flow. Myrtle Fillmore tells us, "The consciousness of the ever-present mother love enfolds and protects us." And that quote also applies to unstoppable strength. You are the you in unstoppable strength. A mother's strength and determination are unmatched, especially when it comes to her children. Similar to unwavering love, a mother's unstoppable strength isn't limited to biological mothers. It can be found in anyone who displays immense strength and resilience in the face of challenges. And for mothers, especially when protecting or nurturing others. And we often think of strength as that physical attribute. Now, it's true that mothers can exhibit physical strength and resilience when they're carrying young children, getting through days with lack of sleep, the superwomen, right? Staying up late into the night to complete a school project for their kid. Do we know that one? Mothers also sometimes exhibit superhuman abilities to protect their child from physical harm. And now here's my personal story. There's a time my youngest child was about 3 years old, playing with friends out on our swing set. And I was watching them from my kitchen. And I saw him climb to the top of the slide. There was a platform, and there was a bunch of kids on that platform. And there was just some sort of intuition that said, you should go out there. So I just walked to the back door, and in that moment, I saw my son tumble head first off that 8-foot-high platform. My body defied time and space, and somehow I got there and grabbed his ankle just as while his foot was leaving that platform. And he was laughing, and he's dangling there in space, thinking that is great, great fun. So I know this to be true, that mothers can really exhibit superhuman physical abilities when necessary. But more than physical strength, though, the power of strength is about our mental and emotional fortitude. It's that superwoman quality as captured in that Alicia Keys song. You access it when you juggle responsibilities, overcome challenges, and inspire others with unwavering determination. Whether it's completing a degree, starting a new career, being politically active for social justice, whatever new undertaking, you are modeling the power of strength, and you are an inspiration to others, especially our youth. And the next quality is upliftment. You are the you in upliftment. Mothers have a way of inspiring and motivating their children to reach their full potential. And you can be that for anyone. Mother Myrtle Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, wrote, "Love is the greatest uplifting power in the world. It lifts us out of self and into the consciousness of God." The consciousness of God. Isn't that what we all want to access? So mothers, and you, when you're expressing the mother energy, have that power to lift our consciousness from the things of this world to focus on our higher purpose, to focus on our Christ nature. And so my kid, who was laughing, hanging upside down within a few inches of his life, grew into a parkour athlete. Do you know what that is? They like jump off buildings and climb crazy things. He jumps, flips, and twists through life at every opportunity. And my role as his mother is to see his potential and his passion and encourage him, uplift him to live into that. So I drove him to the gym almost every day through middle school and high school till he got his driver's license and could drive himself to pursue his passion and come into this being, this one aspect of his being that he came here to be. So when you are providing encouragement or inspiration or motivation to someone, when you find it within yourself even, you are living into that upliftment aspect of mother energy. And understanding. You are the you in understanding. The awakening of the power of understanding begins with questioning. In motherhood, for me, it was these conversations with my children around the table or in the car or at bedtime that allowed me to understand their unique personalities, their dreams, their desires, and who they have come here to be. Now, when I failed to pay attention, or when I failed to create these opportunities for understanding, that's when things went a little sideways. I was not providing the support, the upliftment, all these other qualities when I missed these opportunities for understanding, because understanding actually takes us into the activity of all those other qualities. The result, when I did not practice understanding, was trouble with school, trouble in relationships, trouble with friends, and even some health issues. That I didn't pay attention to the symptoms, or they were hiding their symptoms. And it was heartbreaking as a parent to think that I had failed them in some way. But those instances were wake-up calls. Wake-up calls that I was putting too much attention on the mundane responsibilities and failing to nurture my connection to the divine, which is manifest in my children. That connection is divine. And that situation is just like any other relationship. With your spouse, with your friends, with your family of origin. When we're all caught up with when the bills are due, or the car needs repair, or your work deadline, and we ignore our relationships, we're ignoring our connection to the divine. We're dampening our power of understanding. Because one way that I know God is by seeing the Christ in others. Now, Myrtle Fillmore, in Healing Letters, speaks of the importance for mothers to, quote, not be anxious, unquote. She's saying, stop worrying about the outer world. She writes, dear ones, you are eternally one with your source. So it's just a matter of getting still, peaceful, calm, and serene with your thoughts. Away for a while from all the outer activities and opening the way for the mighty and abundant inflow of spirit that vitalizes, invigorates, builds up, and renews every place in mind, heart, soul, and body. That's great advice for all of us. And the final you are the you in unforgettable. Mothers, or those who serve as mother figures for us, are unforgettable. In fact, anyone who has shown you unconditional love, support, and nurturing formed a deep connection to you and is unforgettable. But for some of us, Mother's Day may be a painful reminder of the loss of a loved one, an estranged relationship, or a challenging situation. Maybe your mother didn't provide unconditional love and support. Maybe she rejected who you came here to be instead of offering understanding. Or maybe you wanted the opportunity to parent, and that hasn't come to be. Charles Fillmore teaches, every difficulty that comes to us is an opportunity to utilize the creative power within. The challenges that you faced may have shaped you into the strong person that you are today, knowing that you are worthy of love. And this is an opportunity to practice forgiveness. Holding on to anger and resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick. Forgiveness breaks this cycle and allows us to move towards healing and peace. It's an internal process. It doesn't require reconciliation with the other person, but rather a shift in our own perspective. True forgiveness is letting go of the negative thoughts and emotions we hold on to concerning another person. And our tool, one of our tools in unity to move towards forgiveness, is affirmative prayer. So I invite you now to picture someone for whom you'd like to practice forgiveness, or maybe not like to, but it's there. It's time to practice forgiveness. And here's your affirmation. Divine Mother, I release all anger, resentment, and hurt I hold towards this person. I choose to forgive and move forward in love and peace. Amen. And this affirmation is on the screen. If you'd like to say it with me. Divine Mother, I release all anger, resentment, and hurt I hold towards this person. I choose to forgive and move forward in love and peace. Amen. Amen? So I'll conclude with another joke to lighten the mood. So a young man announced at Mother's Day dinner that he had joined the Army, and he'd be leaving for basic training right away. So his siblings had mixed reactions. One sister said, "Hey, that's great, you figured out what to do next." And another was saying, "You are never going to make it through boot camp." So they're sitting around the table, and the kid who joined the Army was like, Mom, what do you think?" Well, she thought for a minute, she cocked an eyebrow, and she said, "Are you really going to make your own bed every morning?" With that simple question, she demonstrated her deep connection and understanding of her son. And I'm sure that mother would go on to be her Army son's biggest cheerleader, sending care packages to support and uplift him while he experiences the challenges of military life. Because that is the mother energy. Unity poet James Dillett Freeman wrote, "Mother love is the synonym for God. It is the divine energy that flows through all creation, binding all things together in perfect harmony." And so today, let's remember Anna Jarvis's original intention of honoring universal motherhood. While we can still save Mom the picking up and cooking today, I invite you to hold in your heart the energy of the Divine Mother, feeling gratitude for those who have modeled it for you in your life and forgiving those who couldn't. And so it is.